This is the third session on the 3D module. If you look to the left, you will see various toolbar functions. Today I will cover these toolbar-based functions. First feature is Move. Click on it and you will see the shape of the mouse cursor change. If you left-click and drag, the image will move. To turn this feature off, click on the button again. Next function is the Rotate feature. Click on it and you will see the mouse cursor change again. Then rotate the axis you'd like to rotate. However, if the patient was properly positioned, I do not recommend rotating the axis. This feature is seldomly used. Next feature is Zoom. You can zoom in and out. You see the mouse cursor change. Left-click on the mouse and drag up, you will the screen zoom in. Click and drag down, and you will see it zoom out. Once again, I will zoom in. And then click on Move, to move the tooth in the center of the window. Next function is the Windowing feature. Click on it and the mouse cursor will change into this shape. Left-click and drag it up, you will see the image darken. And drag it down, you will see that you can adjust the brightness. Windowing feature has these optional features on the bottom. Doctors would enjoy these features. You can change the coloring and see the image expressed a little differently. Change the default setting to gray. Click on it again to deactivate the feature. Next feature is Invert. Click on it and you will see the inverted image contrast. Hard tissues such as enamel, cortical bone, and metal would be expressed in such a way to highlight their contrast differences. Click on it again to deactivate the feature. Next function is a text overlay. If you look here, you will see patient ID, name, capture date, etc. If you want to hide this information, click on the button again and they will stay hidden. This feature is the image capture function. One can hide the patient information and then capture the screen. I will cover the save path of the captured image in another tutorial. Click on it again to deactivate the feature. If you want to see the information on text overlay, please click on the button again. The default setting is on. Next feature is VOI overlay. Before you use the VOI overlay, set it back to the initial screen. Top right hand corner, click on Reset button and click on Reset All button on the bottom. Once you see this pop-up message, click on Yes and you will go back to the initial screen. Now, you are ready to use the VOI overlay function. Let's click. Then, you will see on the periphery of 2D views this square blue outline. If you place the cursor over the outline, you will change to a hand shape. Left-click and crop inwards and you will see the 3D rendered view getting cropped. You will see the 3D rendered image getting cropped in half. I can extract only the region of interest in 3D. You can also take sectional slices of the tooth in question. If you want to go back to the previous views, press Reset, and you will go back to the initial views. Next function is HU view. Click and you will see the numbers appear on the cursor. This number represents the density values, also known as Hounsfield unit. Depending on where I place the cursor, you will see the corresponding density values. You can see that density values are significantly different for enamel and pulp. Click again to deactivate this feature. Next function is Measure. This allows you to measure a length. Click on this ruler, and it will take you to the standard length measuring tool. Tape line is another measuring tool where you can assign multiple points in order to measure the total length of the curve. Angle measures an angle. Profile is a feature where it tells you the HU of a region. Click on the region where you want to measure the HU, and you will be able to confirm the HU value and the total length. The next function is the Area Measurement feature. Let's measure the area of the airway in the axial view. You will be able to get the surface area of the given slice. The next function is the ROI feature. When you click on the specific region of interest or a tooth, this square shape is created. And then, when you double-click, you will see various density values from D1 to D5 being colorized. You can determine the average value for the given area. In the next function, if you click on this arrow shape, you will see the option populate below. We will leave the arrow alone, and change the color to red. Then, I can create this arrow shape I wanted. We can easily move it around, or adjust its size and make it smaller. The next function is a note. You can click on the specific lesion, and then double-click to make note of any clinical findings. If you would like to remove all the work we have done so far, click on Delete All.